Before I get started, let me shout out Coca 2005 for sending me this story that is coming out of Miami, Florida. In this picture, you see a man by the name of Raimundo Artesiano, and he is now the former police chief of a town in Miami. He and two other former officers who used to work for that district were let go because it came out that he and those other two people were framing this 16-year-old with not one, not two, not three, but four burglaries in that town. The reason he decided to frame this 16-year-old teen, because the teen at the time was 16, was because he wanted to keep a 100% perfect score on crime statistics. So basically, every crime that he reported in that time frame most likely was made up and falsified, and it had everything to do with him framing a teenager unknowingly. Can you imagine what that teen had to deal with for that period of time for something that they did not do, and it was all by his hands, all because he wanted to keep a goddamn perfect score? This happens more often than not in these areas, or when it comes to or plant guns. As a matter of fact, if y'all remember last year in Baltimore, or maybe earlier this year, back in January, it had revealed on a body camera that these Baltimore cops had dropped drugs in an area, and then went back to pretend like they had just found it unknowingly to them, because they were so damn dumb. They didn't realize that they didn't turn off the body camera. All they did was lower the volume, so we couldn't hear what they had said in that little bit of time period, but we definitely saw what they did. That's exactly pretty much what happened in this case here. It said that he faced a Miami magistrate judge for the first time Monday afternoon after being indicted on charges that he violated the teen's civil rights during the arrest 5 years ago. 5 years ago. So we're talking back in 2013 when this happened. And they just now are getting this man. Of course, they probably let it carry on for that long, or because, they needed to build an investigation. That teen, whoever was not involved, became indirectly involved, involuntarily involved, needs to sue the hell out of this man and those other two officers that were involved with this, because he literally made his life a living hell. Also, he could keep some kind of perfect score for himself and his department. That's really all I have to say about this. I will leave the link in the description. That was pretty much the summary of what the story entails. I'm sure there's actually more to it, but the article was very, very lengthy. I pretty much gave you the meat of what this guy was doing, but I'm very sure there's a little bit more that goes into detail. And I'll leave the link and you can check it out for yourself. Y'all let me know what you think down in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. I'll talk to you in the next one.